What is up, guys? Today I'm filming a 24-hour quarantine glow up video. I haven't done a glow up video in like months. If you guys want to see the other glow up videos, they're always in playlist, and along with other videos you can binge watch. But if you're new, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 4K. Also follow me on my Instagrams, kymanachristineyt. This video, comment your thoughts on it, and turn your post notifications. And if you have any video requests, comment them down below if you have any. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is something kind of weird, but I've been kind of insecure about how my hair looks lately, and because I did this thing the other day where I lightened my hair with peroxide and baking soda, and I put too much layers on the root part over here and then on my edges, that some of the parts of my hair just looks way too bright, that it's like camouflaging to my skin. Like, do you see that? Like, it kind of looks brown, and then like it's just weird because like it's light and then the rest is dark. Some people told me I look cool, but I really just don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is try to darken it with black tea. So apparently this is a thing, because I was trying to look for, like, I have hair dye, but I just wanted like an auburn color. I wanted initially a honey blonde color, but I realized that because I got the honey blondish color part on the parts that's like way too bright in the front, it's camouflaging to my skin, and I don't think it's for me. So I have the thing here, and I think you're supposed to keep this in your hair for 2 to 4 hours, and I haven't really done a tea rinse in a hot minute, but this is also supposed to help with covering your grays. And I used to do the black tea rinse like almost a few times a month, but I kind of stopped filming these past few days, and I end up hating it for some reason. I just am in one of those moods where I just hate my content, and I think it's just because like I'm kind of, let me just get really personal really quick. I'm drained from social media right now with everything that's going on, because I'm sure everyone kind of knows what's going on right now unless you're living under a rock. And I get kind of scared to talk about these things, and it's not because I'm scared of what people think. It's just YouTube is kind of like, you know, a little bit weird about talking about really controversial topics. So I'm noticing that a lot of other people are making videos on it, so I shouldn't really be scared to talk about it. But every time I go on social media, ever since Corona started, like the virus started, I've been kind of anxious to be on social media, because it was always something every single day. Talking about an issue that I recently had to do with race. Doing like a skincare self-care routine, because I try to film a self-care routine video, and every time I film one it feels like I have an issue with it. Like, I just get way too over the top, think too much about it, and I'm like, it doesn't look super aesthetic or whatever, and it just never looks cute because I don't have the right editing software like a lot of other YouTubers do. I had this issue with my dad the other day, like on my mom's birthday actually. He asked me while we were blowing balloons, because he's always trying to like know my business and stuff, which is kind of, I guess it's fine, but it's just like I don't tell him my business because we're not like that, like close like that. Anyways, so he asked me if I'm talking to a guy, and I said yes, and I was like, he was like, oh, so what does he do? Does he have a job? I was on to the part where he's like, what's his race? And I was like, oh, he's Mexican. He looked at me kind of sideways in a way, caught me off guard because, you know, this is not the first interracial thing I've been in. How come you never date black guys? And I was like, I kind of looked at him weird because I'm just like, he's making it seem like I don't like my own race, like I'm not attracted to them when I am. And he made it seem like, well, you guys, 1.1k people have seen that video, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what video I'm talking about. It was the worst first date horror story shebang thing, and he was making it seem like the reason why I don't like talk to black people, like romantically talk to them, which I have over the months, like I have, is because of that one dude. And he made it seem like I was afraid to because of that one issue that I had, which I'm pretty much over that issue. People still comment on that video. I don't really have an issue, but I just like, the last comment that I got under it was like a month ago, where I was called like stupid under the video, and it was the first thing that I saw in the morning. So, you know, like if you knew me personally, being called stupid and like, I don't like this word, but the R word is like my trigger, because I was called that pretty much my whole life because of my dyslexia and my ADD. Like, I was triggered by it, but I didn't respond back to it because I'm just like, these people never have a like profile picture. It bothered me because he's kind of a hypocrite, because he's dated so many Latinas, which isn't really an issue, but he's never batted an eye over it. And I just feel like there was like a double standard thing going on, because I feel like he treats me differently than he treats my brother, and it's obvious. Like, not like even a blind person would probably notice, because it's obvious that he treats him differently than he treats me. Like, he expects a lot more out of me than he expects out of my own 17-year-old brother. And it's true, because he relies too much out of me, because my brother is always, well, if you tell him to do something, he'll do it. I mean, he'll like moan about it, bitch and moan about it, but he'll get it done. Just like every other teenager, like I do the same thing, like I'll still do it. He's never bat an eye over my brother dating 2 Hispanic girls. His first girlfriend was Hispanic, and I did meet her last year, and because she lives in a different part of Texas, and they came down here for a personal reason. And I was like, this is a perfect time to meet up with her, because this is probably my only chance to do it, because I didn't do it the first time. So I did it, and now he's with someone else, and I don't know what race she is, but it doesn't really matter, because it's just like, he never seems to really, like, everyone has their own preference, okay? Like, I never once said, like, I never was attracted to my own race. And he made it kind of, like, seem like that. And I told him, like, whatever I'm attracted to is whatever I'm attracted to. I don't really care about the race. Everyone kind of knows this. You know, it's in my description all the time, because people ask me, where am I from? So, I'm from San Diego. And I grew up mostly around Mexicans and Puerto Ricans my whole life, basically. And you gotta kind of think of it like that, because, like, you know, I wasn't really around a lot of black people, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna be fronting over here. I didn't really have a lot of black friends in my teen years, and I did have a few when I was like a kid, but I didn't have a lot of them. And plus, they were like having identity crises because they were mixed. So, they didn't really know what they were. Just think of it like that. Like, I've been around mostly that my whole life, and even now, like right now where I'm living, it's mostly Mexicans again. You know, it bothered me and it caught me on guard because of just the way he phrased it, and it just, I felt like he should have phrased it differently instead of how he phrased it. And he's right, like I never dated a black person before, but it's not because I don't like them. I never said that. It's just because I'm not around them enough. So, and I did have like a black friend, like that was a guy, and when I was a freshman in high school, and actually it was kind of crazy because he knew my family because he was my godmom's nephew. I think it was her nephew. So we were like already kind of had a bond because of that. It was cool because like he already kind of knew my family. My mom met him when he was like a baby basically. So we were really close. We hung out all the time, but he would always make fun of me because I wasn't black enough, apparently, like skin tone wise, the way I acted. And everyone just kind of like, whenever, I just didn't really have a lot of the best experiences with my own race a lot of the times. And you know, whenever I see those memes that are like those memes where it's like those black memes that you're supposed to like relate to, that when you're black, I never ever related to them, never, because I didn't go through a lot of the things that other black people went through in their childhood. So I mostly related to the Hispanic memes, because if you didn't know, I have Hispanic in me, so I related more to that. So yeah, I mean, I liked him, but I didn't like him the way he liked me, because he had a lot of issues. So I didn't like him the way he liked me. And so yeah, but it was just cool. And I was actually pretty sad when they moved away, because I was like, oh wow. I mean, he was kind of thotting and bopping, but who isn't these days? But he has like a whole ass kid now, which is cool, I guess. And he's like a year older than me, and hopefully he's doing a lot better than he did when we were 14 and 15. But what I'm saying is, like, every time most of the time, like, I was always being seen as like I'm not black enough. And to other black people, they always assumed that I was just Mexican or Indian or Native American. Like, people assume, like, just because my name is Native American, like, I'm obviously Native American, and I'm not. Like, I'm seriously not gonna do that. I'm not Native American, and I never claimed I was. And I used to feel bad, because I'm just like, dude, like, why doesn't my own people even accept me for who I am? Like, why do I have to, like, always have to, like, prove myself? Like, it happened a couple months ago too. Like, I was talking to this dude that, like, slid in my DMs, always questioning my blackness every 2 seconds. Like, he kept saying it was a joke, but you can't keep bringing it up every 2 seconds if it's not a joke. Like, it can't be a joke if you keep bringing it up every 2 seconds. And it's just kind of annoying, because I'm just like, I feel like I have to prove something all the time. Like, people are just like, what do I need to do? Prove, like, send you my ancestry? Like, what do I need to do? And I never disregarded my own race a thing pretty much all my life. Like, he made some comments that were just like, come on now. And, you know, I had to check him for it, because I'm just like, yo, like, you're black too, so why are you saying something like that? And, you know, he apologized for what he said, and I even told my mom about it, because I'm just like, I don't know, like this, why does this keep happening? Like, there was even like a time, many times, where people didn't even think I was related to my dad, because I didn't have the same skin tone as him, because I have more of my mom's skin tone instead of my dad's. I don't know, I felt like I somewhat fitted in more with Hispanics more than my own people because of that reason. I used to get a lot of comments on Instagram and like in my DMs, and on YouTube, like, what are you? You look Indian, you look, but mostly I get like, you look Mexican, which isn't really an issue. It's just that's not what I am. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna claim that. So I saw this video of this girl on YouTube. I don't even know how I found her, but like I found her initially on Instagram because I watch a lot of hair videos, and I watched her hair routine, and she cuts out her tangles. So like, say if there's a tangle in the middle of this, she'll cut it. And I was like, I'm not doing that because I'm gonna get scissor happy, and my hair is already at like a decent length, and I don't want to like mess that up. We're gonna show this. So I don't know if I should explain it or if she should explain it.
No, you can go ahead.
So my mom wants bangs, like dreadlock bangs, and she had this whole debate for how long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? It seemed like it was longer than that, like days worth. But
you mean when I first came to you with it?
yeah, because we
was
both
probably like a month in.
But
I forgot about it.
We both wanted bangs at the same time, and she kept asking me if she should do it, and she obviously did it because I have the proof right here. It's the two in the front. Like, I don't know. She didn't hesitate really. She just did it. Like,
I texted my friend, and then she took too long, so here I am. But now combing it out because they're mature, you know what I mean?
You need a lice.
That's what I do need. I used a lice one last. I need you to do this for me. My arm hurts already. I haven't done shit.
My arms give out fast too, you know. Oh, that's a lot of hair already. Like,
but look, everybody that has locks, you guys know this is all your shed hair. So
it freaks me out looking at it.
That's what a lock is your
split ends and all. Yes.
Yeah. Those locks are dope. I really want them back in my hair somehow.
You just dyed your hair and you're doing this.
I know. You see the dye coming out.
It's semi-permanent, but this is the result of me attempting to darken my hair with black tea.
It looks good. I like her hair with the color she had before.
It's still like bright, but not as bright as it was this. I don't know if she wants to, but I'm gonna keep it.
Can I put one in your hair in the back? Just part off a little tiny section to make you a lock right there.
That hurts.
Using a comb hurts, folks. You heard it live.
I don't like that comb. Okay, so this is how my hair is looking like. Let me show you in the light. So that's how it's looking like right now. It's not super bright, but it's still like an awkward brown color that I'm gonna fix eventually. I really underestimated how the tea was gonna work because I was just like, you know, my expectations were very low because it's a drink, it's a beverage. So I'm like, how is it gonna really darken my hair? Because my hair is naturally very, 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 very dark. So I was like, my expectations are very low, but I saw people with really dark hair do this, to be honest, and I was still like hesitant, you know. Saying I finished my hair a long time ago and I did diffuse it because, like I said, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but my hair takes a really long time to dry, so I have to like use my diffuser every time I wet my hair, even like kind of slightly, like even dampening it. It takes a really long time and I hate it. But I think I'm gonna do the banding method. The last time I did it was a couple of days ago and it was super bad because like my hair still ended up being like the same. I just feel like my hair is like way too shrunken up right now, so I need to do something about it. The most issues that I have is mostly like the back. The front is like okay, I guess, but let me just show you how I do it, I guess. This type of hair ties, by the way, because I like them because they don't really like, I don't know, pull on my hair that much. I have a lot of them and you can get them from the dollar store. Also, people are driving their ATV, so you're probably gonna hear that. Like, even though allegedly, I use that word a lot now, but allegedly my windows are soundproof, but I hear everything. So that's a lie, because they said when we bought this house that the windows were soundproof. I don't know if it was all windows, but like either way I still hear everything. One at the top, and then I kind of like, I don't know, like bring it down to the bottom, and sometimes I leave it like this, sometimes I don't. I really just don't. Since this side is a lot thicker, I have to kind of split it into different parts, because somehow for so many years of my life I've always had more hair on one side of my head than the other, and it's this side. So yeah, it looks pretty weird. And my mom called me somebody from, like, I guess Menace to Society. I'm probably the only person that's never watched that movie. I wasn't really a fan. Like, I watched Boys in the Hood and Juice and Poetic Justice, so I'm Gucci. I don't feel like I'm gonna like it. It was on Netflix at some point, but it just didn't give me the right vibe to watch it. I just feel like it would have been boring. And like, it's really hard for me to keep my attention because I get really bored of things and people, and so it's hard for me to keep my attention. This is how it looks. Hopefully it actually works this time and not like looking like super jank as it, like the last time. Okay, so it's the next day obviously because I'm wearing like totally different clothes. But I'm going to do a face mask because I haven't done one in a few days and I'm breaking out a crap ton right now. And I haven't broken out this bad in a hot minute. It's mostly on my chest, which I don't really understand why. Like, I try to keep my like body acne routine minimal, but for some reason it's breaking out a lot worse than my face, even though I don't really like touch it, or I probably just don't register when I'm touching it by accident. But I'm just gonna use this because this helps with stubborn acne. It's the last thing I do because I don't really have anything else really planned. Of the hair like a day later, that's what it looks like. I mean, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna do it. It's probably like Friday. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything else for this video because literally I already kind of did everything that I needed to do, because I already shaved and everything, but I don't show like everything because like most of it has to do with in the shower, and I don't really like showing myself in the shower. But I washed everything off obviously, and I'm gonna end the video here. All my Instagrams, kymanachristineyt and Faded Polaroids. If you have any video requests, comment them down below or DM them to me on Instagram at kymanachristineyt because I'm on there a lot more. So turn your post notifications, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.